Hi there, everybody. Taku here. We're just going over, checking out some of the vendors and other directors here in town. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, Michael S. Rodriguez. I'm a director from the Central Valley, Fresno to be exact, and I'm happy to be here.
Cool. So can you tell us a little bit about your booth, what you got to advertise, any upcoming movies or projects?
Yeah, sure. Right now I have for sale my feature, Last American Horror Show. It's an anthology in the same vein as Creep Show with an 80s vibe. Just finished work on Lake of Shadows, and that'll be available probably after the first of the year. So, but right now I'm promoting Last American Horror Show here. So,
all right. And so, how are you liking the Bakersfield Collector Con as your experience right here? I've been to the previous one. Is this your first, or?
This is my first Collector Con. I love it. They've been taking really good care of me. The fans are awesome. Met quite a few and met new friends, and hung out with my old friends that were here earlier. And I'm just loving it.
Are there any upcoming projects that you're really excited about? Either whether it be a particular type of genre, something new that you might be working on in terms of what you haven't been used to working with?
You know what? Right now I'm in development for a paranormal TV show that they want me to direct about 6 episodes on. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're getting some really good guests from the world of paranormal. And so it's in development. I'm pretty excited about that. I've never ventured into TV. So that's a project I got going on that's on the burner. So.
Oh yes, and we greatly do appreciate you taking the time doing an interview with us. We're actually working on our own film right now called Any Given Weekend. This one's more kind of like, it's got that kind of Clerks vibe to it, where it's pretty much go nowhere life, but you've got like just a bunch of comedic references going on. What would be your advice to us working with this type of film, or to any other person who's out looking to start their own film? What kind of advice would you give them concerning their production or so?
Don't get frustrated and give up. Just stay the course. Everything on this, you have your own universe. Like, you have the Wasp Nest universe. And everything that falls in it falls into place for a reason. Sometimes things take a little longer. Some things happen right away. Just stay the course and just stay focused on what you're doing. And if you put your heart completely in it, the audience will see that in your work. And that's what will make it succeed. But that goes beyond money. That goes beyond getting name actors. If you really put your heart and soul into it and you really feel for this project, it'll resonate with the audience. And you'll succeed.
Oh, one last question I would like to go over. Since you just brought up with budget and how that can sometimes be frustrating, is there any dream project you would like to do if money, location, like if nothing were an issue? What would be something you'd like to work on?
It's been several years now, but I developed this script that was a cross between Sons of Anarchy and this before Sons of Anarchy even came out, but Sons of Anarchy and Friday the 13th, and it was just this slasher biker. It was a real epic movie, but it would have cost about $2 million maybe on an independent level to make. But that's a dream project. Who knows? It may happen one of these days.
All right, well, here we'll be wishing for the best. Thank you again. Much appreciated. And once again, everybody, with Deep Murder Productions, right?
Yeah, Deep Murder Productions.
Definitely check them out whenever you can. I'm sure Miguel will put a link somewhere here, if not in the bottom of the description below. So thanks again, guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Once again, I greatly appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Jackie, and I'm here with the local filmmaker, Chris Mackey. So let's start off with, what inspired you to get into the film industry, into the business?
That's a good question. Okay, so a friend was going to do a card show, a comic book card show in Visalia, and he had a Darth Vader suit. Nobody else was over 6 feet tall. So I fit the suit. So I got to play Darth Vader for 2 days.
So cool.
Another friend saw me play Darth Vader, and he asked me to play a giant cockroach. Because I could fit the suit as a giant cockroach.
Okay. And so this is how you got started.
Yeah.
What have been some of your favorite projects so far, just as you've worked?
The most famous stuff is probably the Cockroach movie and playing Hugo Strange. I played Hugo Strange 8 times. The only one that's ever played him more is the cartoon voice. So it's kind of exciting. I got that. I played Hugo Strange because I look exactly like the video game and the cartoon guy, which is kind of a compliment, but I always say all my friends in films are like in their 30s and I'm not. So I get to play all those kind of like creepy mad scientist guys and stuff.
Those roles are still amazingly fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah. So, what is some advice you would give to anyone that wants to make an approach into the industry?
You know what? That's really important to me. Try. Don't listen to critics. I can't stand critics. I almost never have any of my stuff reviewed because I know they're going to go at me, and I don't care. You know, I love doing it. It's so much fun. Just try. Meet people that are as talented or more talented than you. Okay, but they're as frustrated, and they're going to make it happen for you. Because it's they're in the stumbling blocks too. They want to do something special too, but they don't know how to do the next thing. You're going to have different goals. You're going to have different skill set. Jump in there as a team. You know, it's worked for me really, really well. You know, so
Right.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Again, this is Chris Mackey, local filmmaker. Thank you. It was
Thank
nice
you.
talking to you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right there. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Wasp's Nest. This is Taku here. We got an interview with the Hectic Films Productions. Can you just introduce yourself, please?
I'm Steve from Hectic Films.
And so what we want to do here is we want to do some local support for a ton of the different vendors, especially for movie productions. We like to do some films ourselves. So if you can tell us a little bit about your production, what got it started, what was your initial goal with starting up the company?
Well, the company's been around since 2003. We've been producing things here locally in town, in and around Bakersfield. We always try to support local people, local businesses, local musicians, and that's why you find them in most of our productions. I've been involved for about 5-6 years now. I mean, I've always been a supporter, but I've been heavily involved as of the last several years.
Cool. Yeah, thanks. And so are there any particular films that you'd like to showcase or talk about, or anything that is either upcoming up for sale that you would like to discuss?
We have a DVD available right now. It's actually this DVD right here. It's award-winning short films volume 1. It actually has Naked Zombie Girl, which is a grindhouse horror zombie flick, Mabel, which is a western, and also As the Man Drives, which is kind of like a psychological drama thriller kind of thing. It's on DVD. We're selling these. You can either buy them from us directly, or if you come out to the Collector Con, we have them here, or any other event. We're usually at First Friday. We also have a book. Ricky wrote a book. We're actually doing a book signing. We're doing a book signing at Barnes & Noble on Wednesday night. So if anyone wants to come out to that, you can actually come out, get the book at Barnes & Noble, get the book signed. Ricky, myself, and some of the other crew will be there. It's a cool book. Anyone wants to get involved in filmmaking, it's basically start to finish writing a book, writing the script, getting your crew, getting the equipment, doing it all for under $2,000, which is, quite a feat, to try to do, especially if you've never got into filmmaking. I've learned a lot of stuff from it myself, as well as from Ricky directly. We also have Naked Zombie Girl comic book, which kind of ties into the movie. We've got shirts, we got hats, we've got posters. Our most recent feature, actually Border Brothers. We had a premiere at the Fox back in April. We're working on distribution for this right now, so in the next couple months you should see this on DVD. It's very funny. Full-length feature comedy. As far as upcoming stuff, we've got Dissensus. It's kind of doing the festival circuit, A Familiar Spirit. It's in the festival circuit as well. And we're kind of wrapping up things on Home Free and Machine Gun Baby. So if you like Naked Zombie Girl, I think you're going to love Machine Gun Baby.
Awesome. Thank you. Since you've already gone through, you have a whole book already on some tips of working with films, especially a $2,000 budget to work with that. That's fantastic. Are there any stories that you would like to share with us, either that you found was either fascinating while you've been working with films for the last 14 years, or anything that you felt was just one of the most funny experiences that you've had before?
Definitely a crazy experience was when we were on set filming Machine Gun Baby in a warehouse. It was like a warehouse attached to an office building. We actually shot that thing during a hailstorm. And so we were fearing for our lives because we didn't know what Mother Nature was doing outside. And we were afraid we were going to have to halt production. So it kind of set us back a little bit, but we were able to barrel through it and get it done. It's just one of the struggles you got to deal with, when you're filming things, the unexpected.
Yeah, thanks. All right. So let's say that money was not an issue. Location was not an issue also. And you can get a, what's it called? Any particular person or actor for this type of movie or so even. Is there a project that you've been passionate about that you would just like to put to screen or so?
Well, a lot of us in the crew, a lot of us do writing. I do myself, so I'm working on some stuff right now myself. No particular project that I can think of that we want to do, but we definitely have stuff in the works and stuff that we probably would do if we had a bigger budget. But I'm not gonna say it's just dreaming. We'll do it eventually.
Cool. Stay on the non-disclosure for now, but either way, it's great. Thank you again. We really appreciate you taking the time to interview.